because my last live was not looking too good, was not doing too good, no nothing. All right. This one is saying that my live has ended, but I'm back. Let's see what's going on. Hey, you guys, what's going on? So we were just live. Oh, I see why. Can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me? Y'all see and hear me good? Okay. All right. So let's go over this again. I'm not going to read all of that all over again for you guys. Everybody double tap the screen and share. Let everybody know that I'm back on. So what we just went over was the government's response to the defense's motion to strike Dr. Donahue's testimony from the record completely. Basically, they are nitpicking at this point is what it's seeming like, because they're picking at her using terminologies like we and they and power, and they don't like the way that she was testifying. They don't like the words that were used. And if you ask me, it doesn't sound like that's coming from his team. It sounds to me like it's coming from Diddy, because that document that they submitted, it sounds like somebody's ego got hurt. And so now somebody's ego wants that person's testimony struck from the record. Okay. And, the government is clapping back, and the government is saying, look, y'all had time to object to certain things and put things into play at pre-trial during our litigations. Y'all had time to speak about, y'all had time to object to the way that she was wording things and ask for a sidebar while she was testifying, but you guys chose not to. Instead, you chose to wait 3 days after. They're also accusing the government of deliberately defying the court's ruling that Dr. Dawn Hughes couldn't speak on coercive control or like self-inflicted abuse. So she did not speak on those things. They did ask her to define things that her area of expertise. And so that's what she did. Whenever the defense objected, the government allowed them to have their objection, didn't fight back, didn't any of that on any of their objections. So now they come with this. So if you remember, I did say this in the previous video, but now that video is unlisted. But what happened was, when they came back from the Labor Day weekend, the defense had submitted the motion to strike Dr. Dawn Hughes' testimony, right? So when they got into court on Tuesday, before the jury came in, I was telling y'all, that's where you're going to get all of the henny about what's going on in the courtroom behind the scenes, because the transcripts give all of that, okay? They give you the sidebars, the transcripts give you what's going on in the courtroom prior to the jury coming in and all of that. So prior to the jury coming in on Tuesday, this was something that was raised in the courtroom. And so Judge Arun, he told the government that they had until yesterday to submit their response to the defense's motion to strike. And so they submitted their response. Today, Judge Arun is going to make a decision as to whether or not he's going to strike Dr. Dawn Hughes' testimony from the record. I feel like if her testimony gets struck from the record, that's like going to be such a devastating blow, because she gave a lot of good testimony and insight based off of her expertise as to why people do things that a lot of other people can't wrap their minds around. Why do people stay? Why do they keep going back? Why do they keep tolerating things? Why do they keep dealing with things when it keeps abusing them? It keeps hurting them. And she explained it. She explained it so eloquently. So again, I really don't think that the judge is going to move to strike her testimony. If anything, he may say, well, you could strike some of the testimony, but not all of it. But I can guarantee you that if Judge Arun says that he is not going to strike it from the record, that the defense is going to try to motion for a mistrial. I can guarantee you, because they're already trying to do that. They've already tried for a mistrial twice, and the judge denied it. All right. Now, let's get into what Agnifilio has submitted to the courts regarding Diddy. Okay? Now, you may have heard about some of this already, but we didn't have the documents to back up what was being said, and y'all know I love the docs, okay? I love the documents, all right? So now, Agnifilio wrote a letter to the judge, and in this letter that is behind me right here, he is asking, all right, listen to this, defendant Sean Combs respectfully submits this letter asking the court to order that Mr. Combs be permitted to meet with his attorneys in a secured facility in the United States courthouse at 500 Pearl Street from the time that court is adjourned until 10 p.m. each day in which court is in session, and that he be permitted to meet freely with his counsel in a confidential setting without being separated from his counsel by a screen. Say what now? That's what the letter says. Yes, till 10 p.m. Let me tell y'all something. Court is adjourned at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. No later than 4. Sometimes it might run till 5, but every day we are out of court by 3 p.m. So he is requesting to sit an additional 7 hours with his counsel at the courthouse until 10 p.m. The jail's locked down at 10 p.m. They do their final count and everyone is locked in at 10 p.m. This is throughout the state of New York. Now, I don't know if that's how it works in the feds, but I can tell you from the county to the state, and I'm quite sure in the MDC, lights out, 10 p.m. Yeah. So you're asking to go against the rules. You're asking to be able to operate outside of the structure, the confines of the structure and the schedule that you're on. This is why I said I believe that the whole reason why the government is trying to strike Dr. Dawn Hughes' testimony is because somebody's ego got bruised, and that this ain't about legalities, and it's more about Diddy's Tootsie Roll ego. Let's continue. Right, so, where are we at? He doesn't want to be behind the screen. He wants to be in a room with them, a secured room. You know that when he's in a room, a secured room with his counsel, that they can't record it, just like they can't record his conversations when he's on the phone with his lawyer, that it's a violation, that they can't do that. Is somebody trying to plan a prison break? I'm just saying, I'm asking a question, that's all. I'm just asking a question. All right. Counsel is aware that the courthouse has a secure facility commonly called the SCIF, Sensitive Compartmented Information Facility, which may be suitable. However, counsel agrees to any reasonable facility providing Mr. Combs and his counsel the ability to review documents and speak confidentially in person. The court has the authority to enter the requested order pursuant to the court's inherent power to ensure that criminal trials are conducted in accordance with the defendant's constitutional rights. Here they go telling Dr. Arun what he can and can't do. Ha! They better check if the defendant got baby oil in their backs for the 10th session. I'm finna finish reading this. I cannot. I'm not gonna do that. Y'all not gonna derail me. In addition, Title 18 of the U.S. Code. They bringing in Title 18, release for detention of the defendant pending trial, to the extent that subsection 1 permits the temporary release of an incarcerated defendant, it would also apply to the lesser measure of granting a defendant greater access to his counsel while still detained. Accordingly, the court has the authority to grant the requested relief. Hold on, let's go back up because we skipped something. All right, release or detention of a defendant pending trial provides generally to an appropriate alteration of an incarcerated individual's conditions, confinement when necessary for preparation of the person's defense or for another compelling reason, to the extent that the subject permits the temporary release of the incarcerated individual. It would also apply to the lesser measure of granting the defendant greater access to his counsel while still detained. So basically, what they're asking for is something that would give them time with him to prepare. But y'all had ample time to prepare with him. What is the problem? They're willing to go to the extent that the U.S. Marshal Service would be needed to accommodate the defendant's request. We point out that the Marshal Service has consistently done everything in its power to facilitate Mr. Combs meeting with his counsel during the court day, and we appreciate these efforts. Counsel and Mr. Combs will, of course, abide by whatever terms and conditions the Marshal Service requires to ensure that the meeting between Mr. Combs and his counsel are conducted in conformity with all rules and protocol. We thank the court for its assistance. Bruh. Bruh, if you don't go lay your behind down on that bunk and leave us the hell alone. How you asking to meet with your counsel till 10 p.m. at night? Y'all get them likes up. Everybody hit the likes. Ooh, them likes is looking nasty right now. Let's get a poll going. Let's start the poll. Based off of what I just read to y'all from this letter, do you think that Diddy is planning a prison break? Who needs to meet with their lawyer for 7 hours after sitting in court all day to prepare? What are you preparing? Y'all have had months to get your defense together. What it is Diddy wants to meet with his lawyers so that he could give them information on each person on the witness list so that they can go and attack these people. Yeah. Just like he was passing sticky notes to his lawyers while people were testifying and even while they were on cross-examination. He was passing notes to his lawyers and the lawyers were asking questions. For example, he passed a sticky note to the lawyer to ask them, to have them ask Cassie about them calling each other get high partners. Something that only he and she would know about. What are you talking about, Mario? I was passing a note to my lawyer too. I thought that was common. That's what I was told to do. I'm not saying it's not common. But what I'm saying is look at all of the people that have come up there. Since Capricorn Clark has come up on that witness stand, you now have Deontay Nash, who is going to be taking the stand today. You also have Mia, who was going to be taking the stand today. Deontay and Capricorn have been eating Diddy up. You want the RICO? They gave you the RICO. They were giving you the RICO from the beginning. It's just people were too busy focused on, that's domestic violence. You're not looking at the full picture. was he at RICO? I did. I've seen it. I've seen it. I've been seeing it. But now there's no denying the RICO now. Even though I know people are still going to try, there's still no denying that the RICO is being laid out for you right now, right in front of your face. So with that being said, all of the sudden, you want to start meeting with your lawyer till 10 p.m. 7 hours is excessive. I could see meeting with your lawyer 2 to 3 hours after court. I could see that. But you want to meet with them, let's do the math. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 7 hours. 7 hours. After court every day? No, he wants to feel like he's still running Bad Boy. He wants to still feel like he's running Combs Global. He wants to still feel like he's running Sean John. He wants to be in there like it's a boardroom because these lawyers work for him and therefore they have to do his bidding. Oh my God, we're going through the tunnel. I might lose y'all. I don't know why we're in the tunnel. Ugh. If I lose you guys, I'll just come back when I get to the courthouse because I'm in the tunnel right now. Please pardon any typos I have this morning. I'm driving and voice text. Listen, they're trying to get from the record too. Oh baby, I'll do a whole video. If y'all want a whole video, I'll do a whole video on everybody, every motion they're trying to strike, every testimony they're trying to strike from the record. His defense is weak as F, great lawyers, but they can't do this. They're trying though. It was crazy up there yesterday. I wasn't in the courtroom yesterday. Yesterday I was resting, but I am heading up that way today, as you can see. Are y'all still there? Are y'all still there? Y'all can hear me? Y'all can see me? Okay, good. The whole question about is Diddy planning a prison break, that's actually a joke. But at the end of the day, it's just excessive. Now, Deontay Nash yesterday, baby, he got up there and he was spilling on the things that he saw and witnessed. He put into perspective how people were treated that tried to help Cassie. He tried to help Cassie. Mia tried to help Cassie. Capricorn Clark, to a degree, I feel like she tried to help Cassie, but I feel like she wasn't really for Cassie. And so when she started speaking about how she felt that Cassie wants didn't want Diddy to rehire her, Diddy was just moving and doing what Cassie wanted. I feel like that's actually what Capricorn wanted, because I think at some point in time there was a resentment that was built there. That's just my opinion. That doesn't mean that it's necessarily true. I honestly just don't see how these people who were close to her jumped in, tried to help, tried to hide, as where Capricorn, she did but she didn't. Am I making sense? Did y'all see that too? He's making sure his lawyer is doing the work. And he's getting one chance. 7 to 10 hours is nothing compared to serving lifetime. Okay, Mario, that may be true, but at the same time, that's excessive. You gotta admit that's excessive. Did Mia testify yet over? No, she testifies today. Gene almost went to jail. I don't know of that to be true. I haven't heard from anybody that that's actually what happened. What I have heard is that there was an exchange that happened. It was not physical, but that Jean was asked to not come to the court for the next couple of days. You get to see Mia and James' face. Yes. Well, if they don't hide Mia behind a partition or whatever, we'll be able to see who Mia is. Why they didn't tell the other big mouth? Thank you so much. I can't wait. I had a family emergency Monday that led into Tuesday. Do you think Diddler is going to get on the stand? I don't know, but there have been rumors that he may be taking the stand. And if he takes the stand, he's going to open the door to being questioned about any and everything. I mean, it's going to be fair game. I think personally, either he's going to try to take a deal or he is going to take that stand and try to take on the government because he just feels like he can. I feel like, first of all, the government is women. It's a team of women. Y'all know Diddy ain't taking too kindly to getting his purse handed to him by a bunch of women. Y'all know that. So, and there's that. Maybe that's what the 7 hours is for, rehearsal for testimony. I mean, could be. I don't know. But my thing is, Brian Steele is a damn good lawyer, right? All of these lawyers are damn good lawyers, right? Why are we not suggesting that he don't take the stand? Why are we going to allow him to get on the stand? Okay, let's end this one. Let's end the poll, because that was a joke one anyway. 58% said no. I don't really think he is either. All right. All right, y'all. Take the next poll. The next poll is, should Diddy's lawyers allow him to take the stand? That's the question. Should they allow him to take the stand? What if they had the clock that with the fingers? Huh? Do you think that Trump is going to pardon him anyway? I don't know. I don't know. He's already pardoned Larry Hoover and NBA YoungBoy. I don't know. I hope Day 26 takes the stand. It's a defendant's right to testify. However, Diddy would be a fool to testify. Yes, Sandy, I know they have the right to, but he better not. Did you hear about he hired an assistant manager who would distribute it so they can take all his wealth after? Oh God, what is that called? Forfeiture. Forfeiture is something that if he loses, they're gonna come for everything. So he has a lawyer there, an ex-DOJ forfeiture lawyer, to my understanding. That's probably helping him move his stuff around behind the scenes. Why was Gene Deal told to stay away from a public trial? I wasn't there, so I really don't know. I'll find out today. I heard the only pardon I heard he only pardoned Larry in federal. Not he got over 200 years state. I don't know. Didn't look into that. He shouldn't take the stand. His lawyers are effing him anyway. Yep. Trump said that he was very good friends with Puffy. So y'all are banking on Trump pardoning him. I mean, listen, it's a possibility. Who knows? But why do y'all want him out with all the stuff that's going on? Those of y'all who want him out, can you please answer that question? Why do you want him out given everything that we have heard? Because I don't hear anybody saying, I don't think, like I've been saying, put him in some type of intensive mental health and drug rehabilitation. Let's do that. I've been saying that. But everybody just, oh, he's not guilty, he's innocent. After hearing all the stuff that you've heard, you still say he's innocent? For argument's sake, let's just say that it's not a RICO. I don't see the RICO. Let's just go with that for a second. Are you still saying you don't see criminal behavior? You still telling me you don't see a crash out? A billionaire crash out? You still gonna tell me that this man should be out walking around and running a billion-dollar company, abusing his employees? Treating the women that he claims he loves like crap? Getting high out of his mind? Y'all telling me that still should be okay? I really want to understand. I want to understand. You not getting pardoned, son. Trump ain't gonna pardon him. I don't want him out either. Right. Let his ass stay locked up. What if he do? What the F he do to be locked up? What the F are you talking about? What didn't he do? Are you not hearing what we're hearing? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? No, the question was asked to people like you, Randy. Answer the question. Answer the question. You're saying, what did he do? You do know that beating up on your girlfriend and wife is illegal, right? You do know that engaging in prostitution is illegal, right? You still ain't answer. The question was to you. The question was to you. I can answer my question. I'm in the courthouse. I'm reading these court docs, as you can see. I'm not going off of because that's how I feel. I'm going off of what I see. So, Randy, answer the question. You still, after everything, gonna sit here and say nothing. That everything he did was proper and just. Is that what you're telling me? This proves money is power, and there is a RICO case along with other charges. You could actually let me out here. Sir? Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Bye-bye. I don't like being let out in front of the courthouse because I don't want everybody in my business. You in my business? Don't do that. No one said that, but a federal case for DV is insane. It's not DV. It's not DV. That's the problem. Where are you getting that from? It is not domestic violence. It's a pattern of behavior. RICOs are built off of patterns of behavior. That's what it is. It's a pattern of behavior. It's not just DB. He abused Cassie. He abused his employees. He abused his power. He abused his privilege. It's a pattern. It's a pattern of behavior. That's what it is. They better not. I ain't nobody. Don't be filming me. See, that's why I didn't want to pull up in my Uber, because as soon as it stopped right in front of the courthouse, everybody gonna have their cameras out. It's just me, you guys. You need a RICO for your pattern of... Oh, that's supposed to hurt my feelings. Bitch, I look good. What is you talking about? Huh? What is you talking about?
And basically,
I'm about to take my butt upstairs in a minute after I go see Uda. Who we ooting on?
these feds. These people right here, what up, man? What's up? What's up?
Who is that?
The feds, man. What you talking about? It's them. Somebody in this motherfucker ain't feeling like this. Oh, you gotta raise up, huh? Said the name right today, y'all. Top of the morning, not gonna. I broke it down. Beyonce said, nope, Beyonce. Right? Speaking of that.
Okay, Deontay, you killing it.
You're making it a fashion moment.
Beyonce stepping. What the hell, Deontay stepping out?
In my shot.
Turned the red carpet in front of the courtroom. Yo, he stepped out, though.
Okay.
What the fuck wrong with him? Yo, Beyonce stepped out with the fucking what? You know the whole fit was European. The fuck, right? That shit came from Europe, homie. The whole outfit. Everything Europe but him. That's it, bro.
Wait a minute, he might got a quarter
If
European.
you throw the little accent on, oh, short, mate, you shitting me. If you, yo, geezer. If you bust a 1-2 geezer, then he might be English. But you gotta bust the English. You gotta
I walked right up into
geezer.
that one. Bang. We out here with Uda.
We out here live. You already know Uda from ABC Network with all my competitors. Wait, show my competitors, man. He's just rolling with all the nations, all the stations right now. But these my competitors, y'all. You already know. This from World News, man. World News. World News. Watch out for this lady right here.
I'm sorry, miss.
This is Puff Daddy's crowd, Sean Cole.
Hey, Ten Toes. Oh, ladies, Ten Toes is back. Say, hey, Ten Toes. I'm doing well. How are you? I'm good. Harlem in the house. Ow. Can't be a Diddy trial without Harlem in the house.
Rico and SPX crap. No, the whole thing's not good. Some people are saying that they're not really seeing the Rico yet. They're not really seeing the extracts yet.
They're in there. They haven't started yet. They about to start though. I'm about to take. I'm from Yonkers. Yonkers. Yeah.
Oh no, we're not pulling that. I don't know if I'm
bedroom life. No, but he do for money. He was doing stuff because of his lifestyle, people say. But some people say, is it his bedroom? Is it worse than that? That's the whole line. Like, is it just him? I know you're a little older, but when I do this, don't take it personal. Was he that? Or was he the other thing? You know what I'm saying? But it's the whole thing with the baby yo. So listen, when you go home, go out to Johnson's and Johnson. I don't want to see you grabbing on Johnson's and Johnson. But they telling people about the baby yo, right? Stay away from baby oil. This case is about baby oil, and I want you to stay away from baby oil. Baby oil on the people. They gotta stay baby oiled up every 5 minutes. But that's he likes the people glistening and shining while they doing the things that they're doing. That's what I'm saying. That could be his bedroom.
Well, he's paying them to come do the things that they were doing.
See what I'm saying? This is a white lady. Love you. I got you on camera, white woman. Oh, I love you. And she's gorgeous. You better watch yourself. My husband better come here. Better come. This is on Uda On Go. OOTA On Go. OOTA On Go. It's on YouTube.
Y'all cutting up. We going upstairs. See you upstairs.
Big star.
We going upstairs, y'all. So I gotta turn my cameras off. I got the shot. We got Deontay coming into the building. We walked right into it. Ew. We got Deontay. Ew. All right, so let me go ahead and let me shut off my electronics and get all of my electronics together for these people, because you know we're not allowed to have them in the building. He's guilty. He needs to go to hell. Oh, God. Y'all be cutting up in the comments. For real, for real. I don't want to put my book bag down. You're okay. But listen, you guys. We here. We outside. We're at the courthouse today. We are going upstairs because we're not missing a minute of any of this. Oh, I don't want to put my book bag in the water, but I have to. So, I love y'all. And I will see y'all when we go on our break, okay? Remember that love is always love, vibe high so the bullshit don't stick, and I'll see y'all in a minute. Peace, everybody.